silent. Light is on me, ultraviolet. Hey there guys, what is happening? My name is Sumedh Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means I help you feel better and perform better. Today I want to speak to you guys about the hustle mentality, the constant hustle culture that we have in society as entrepreneurs. From a Western paradigm, this is about pushing, this is about working harder, this is about burning yourself out.
Faster, better, stronger than everybody else.
It's win-win-win. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Now, the thing about this kind of mentality, and you see this a lot with certain business Instagrams or quotes that start to spread a very unhealthy message.
The grind never stops.
And the message is never give up. Never give up. Never quit. Being a quitter is bad.
I'd rather hustle 24/7 than be a slave 9 to 5.
If you don't stay up all night, work hard, and keep working, don't take any breaks, I can rest when I'm dead, all of this kind of mentality.
Be the lion.
Wait, you mean like the animal who sleeps 20 hours a day?
I understand that sometimes it's important to get that juice, right? I watch Gary Vee videos, Tony Robbins videos, they get you fired up, they get you motivated, they get you amped up. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with working hard. You've got to work hard. That's correct. There's a difference between working hard and working smart. If you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, Einstein has that quote about doing the same thing expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity. At the same time, there is a refinement in repetition. You've got to keep doing things over and over again to gain that momentum, to get that ball rolling, to create a snowball effect. Now that's very different than doing one ineffective thing over and over again. You've got to be able to tweak, you've got to be able to change your approach around and just understand that it's not a numbers game. Life will not give you autocorrect. Basically, what I'm saying is don't be busy just for the sake of being busy. Don't keep working just because you're expected to work. Do it as a result of your passion, your drive. But even that, just passion by itself without strategies, without tactics, isn't going to get you anywhere either. So the thing that I want to say about the hustle mentality is it feeds into people's ego a lot. Like, I'm there to compete, I'm there to be the best, and there's only me and there's nobody else. A lot of people ask me, like, when's the right time to be humble? A lot of people confuse these ideas and they can't really reach that sweet spot of getting to that balance, humbling yourself. Because if you're somebody very great, if you're a leader, then you've got to humble yourself to reach out to a vast audience. So the young professor thought he knew everything and was too prideful to listen to his mentor's advice, too less humility. The criminal was arrogant and never thought he could get caught, so he tried to rob a store next to a police station, too less humility. An athlete credits his successes to his teammates, nice level of humble. Letting somebody get ahead of you in line when you see they're really in a hurry, nice level of humble. Cleaning the bathroom of your office, even though you own the company, nice level of humble. If nobody hears about what great things you've done or what promising projects you're working on, they may assume that you're just not doing anything significant. So you're too humble here to speak up. You know you deserve the manager position, but go about your business quietly and never felt the urge to say anything. Another consequence of being too humble. What I really want you guys to understand here is that the hustle mentality will give you a kind of barricade to block out your own humility. The ego is a survival mechanism. So basically, we put such an identity into socializing that we're terrified what a random person's response to us just saying hi might be. You're going in like trying to figure yourself out through them. You're not walking up already as a complete person. You're seeking their validation. Like, working hard isn't a bad thing. Working hard is just one piece of the puzzle. In the flow cycle, you have the struggle phase, which is just one piece of it. Because the darker side of the self-help industry, or any kind of improvement thing that you do, is that they want your money. If you want self-help, why would you read a book written by somebody else? That's not self-help, that's help. And I love Bruce Lee's quote of absorb what is useful, discard what is not, and add what is uniquely your own. You see, self-development is its own bubble. And just like any bubble, it always got to burst. Self-help taught me never quit. Self-help taught me good vibes only, which is this kind of toxic positivity culture. In this positive bubble, what we think is that every negative thought that we get is wrong, is shameful. It's important to also recognize that you don't want to dwell there, but doing that inner work and doing the healing on that part will actually get you to rise above that. When you start experiencing these mystical states of ecstasy, compassion, you start to melt away this idea of who you think you are. And this is why things like, isolation tanks or, you know, going on a ceremony somewhere where you're sweating profusely or, getting into any kind of a peak state or a near-death experience or out-of-body experience, or maybe you start speaking in tongues, any kind of these contemplative and any of these states of awe, your idea of self is melting away. And actually, this gives you more improvement and performance as a byproduct. If you let go of what you think you are, you can then become who you are meant to be. If you do not let go of who you think you are, you cannot even take on that new identity and the new person that you prefer to be. So if you have your ego there constantly, it's like a barricade, right? It's blocking you from your success. It's like the Hamartia in every single movie. You have this character with a lot of hubris, a lot of ego, right? And they reach up to a certain point and then they come back down. You see this in any movie. They reach up to a certain point and the ego just, makes them crash. This is a great example of, if you've ever read the book Power versus Force, if not, I highly recommend it. But basically, it's differentiating between that forceful energy and that power, which is just like more of a letting go type of energy, right? You're going from struggle phase, from the flow cycle, to release phase. Say, for instance, I'm trying to get more clients. I reach out, contact people I know who might give me an assignment or who might contact me. I ask them for what I want, and there's still an insecurity in me. I'm hoping to be approved of. When I shift and move inward, centering my energy, offering something more within me, the dynamic shifts. Power is effortless, and it's still looking inward, standing still, not trying, not forcing, and not needing. As Franz Kafka says, the world will freely offer itself to you unmasked. It has no other choice. It will roll in ecstasy at your feet. Go to the center of the gravity's pull and find your planet, you will. But basically, you get this idea of the Force in Star Wars. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about, because the Force in Star Wars is actually much more like flow, which is why I say may the flow be with you. Actually, there's a very deep connotation here. This is that kind of underlying universal energy, right? That prana, that chi. What I'm talking about here is, instead of pushing and making the focus external, what you're doing is you're shifting the focus internally, and you're giving of yourself, you're giving of your value, and your focus has gone inwards through a stillness and a surrender. So you've got to move from struggle phase to release phase to really make that shift happen from the hustle mentality into a letting go mentality. And between those two is where the sweet spot happens, because the release phase triggers that flow to really kick off.
So it's about alignment and not hustle.
But yeah, guys, if you have any other questions about this, feel free to shoot me a message. I hope you're having an incredible day wherever it is you're tuning in from. May the flow be with you, and stay legend.